Pong Krell was an unconventional Jedi. What I mean by this is he had a unique way of doing things. He had his own style. Although questions were often raised about his particular way of doing things, and only his strategies mattered to him, no one could deny his successes. He settled for nothing short of complete victory on the battlefield. Although he spent many years fully committed to the Jedi Order, Krell began doubting its future. He concluded that the Jedi were too naive and that true power lay with the Sith. Because of this, he slowly walked down the path to the dark side. The Count Cuisance presents Star Wars Lore Episode 102, The Life of Pong Krell. Krell was born on Ojom, a deep-core planet home to the Basilisk species. After he was discovered to be Force-sensitive, Krell was relocated to Coruscant's Jedi Temple to train in the Jedi arts. Pong gradually ascended the Jedi ranks, and after years of hard work, he became a Jedi Master. Like most other Jedi, Krell became a Jedi General when the Clone Wars broke out. His first mission of the conflict was to help take control of the key strategic world of Umbara. A little into the surface battle to conquer the planet, Krell arrived, greeted by Anakin Skywalker and the 501st Legion. He told Skywalker that, complying with Supreme Chancellor Palpatine's request, the Council ordered the Jedi to return to Coruscant. Anakin seemed bewildered at first, raising the question, what would happen to the men under his command? Well, Pong took care of that. He would take over Skywalker's role for the time being. Krell quickly dismissed Anakin's plan of attack, favouring his own idea, capture Umbara's capital. Although his tactics were questioned by the clones, in particular Captain Rex, he reminded them who was in charge. Whilst he and the other troopers marched towards the city, they were attacked by native banshees. Showing off his ability, Krell quickly dealt with the enemies, using force jumps and his lightsabers to kill them. After another mishap, which saw the clones walk into a minefield and ambushed by Umbarans, Pong became angered, claiming they couldn't achieve success without his intervention. However, he chose to save their lives using reinforcements. Although Rex and the rest of the 501st Legion had sustained many casualties, they continued their objective. Later, with word from Obi-Wan Kenobi saying that the city had become an inaccessible stronghold, Krell and his men focused on attacking a nearby airbase which was supplying the city. Cutting it off would mean an easier time penetrating the Umbara capital. With the success of the overall mission hanging on the General and the 501st Legion, the men knew they were in a must-win situation. Krell wanted to use brute force against the airbase, and so ordered Rex and his men to charge through a gorge and commence the attack from there. The General's unorthodox strategies brought about dissension in the 501st Legion. Although Captain Rex didn't approve of Krell's decisions, he had to follow them, something the other clones did not like. In the end, Rex used both Pong's plan and his own to complete their objective. Fives and Hardcase infiltrated the airbase and used the enemy's starfighters to launch an aerial attack, whilst Rex and his men carried out the planned ground assault. Although Rex displayed incredible intelligence and a great tactical mind to destroy the airbase, Krell deemed it pure luck. The airbase was no longer supplying the capital. However, a separatist supply ship was still keeping the city strong. Disregarding Krell's orders, Rex had the Umbaran starfighters attack the ship. The attack was successful. However, one of the pilots, Hardcase, was unfortunately killed during the mission. When the General learned of the unplanned task, he ordered the clones Fives, Jesse and Rex to be brought to him. He accused them of treason, and although Rex tried to take all of the blame, Krell had Fives and Jesse apprehended, reminding them that treason was punishable by death. Using the airbase as a temporary headquarters, or what was left of it, the General had the two clones imprisoned in the detention centre. So that no other clone trooper would ever again disobey his orders, Pong sentenced Fives and Jesse to death. having Rex prepare a firing squad. Before the two could be executed, Fives managed to convince the firing team to spare their lives. Although Krell was angered by yet another act of treason, he was told Umbarans had captured Republic supplies. Sending the 501st Legion to investigate, the general warned them that the enemy may be disguised as clone troopers. Using this knowledge, the soldiers gunned down enemy soldiers, or what they thought were enemy soldiers. As it turned out, the disguised clone troopers were just regular clone troopers. One of the clones, before dying, told Rex that his men believed the 501st Legion were disguised Umbarans. The captain concluded that Krell had purposefully tricked both clone units into attacking one another. Because of this, Rex returned to the airbase with one objective: arrest Pong Krell. When they entered the base's watchtower, Rex and his men surrounded the general. However, the Jedi wasn't going down without a fight. He used a force push as a distraction, then ignited his two double-bladed lightsabers and killed a few troopers. Afterwards, he jumped from the tower and fled. Although he killed many clones, the general was momentarily subdued by a Vixis and then rendered unconscious from a clone stun blast. Krell woke up in the airbase restrained. Rex immediately questioned why the Jedi had killed his own men, why he had betrayed the Republic. He told the captain that the Republic would lose the Clone Wars, it would soon see its demise, and in its place a new order would rise. He finished by saying he was going to rule as part of the new order, serving his new master, Count Dooku. Knowing Krell was too dangerous to be kept alive, Rex eventually came to the hard decision to execute the Jedi. However, the captain hesitated. He found it difficult to pull the trigger of his blaster. What didn't help was that Krell kept taunting him. Eventually, the clone trooper Dogma picked up another clone's weapon and shot Pong dead. Dogma happened to be the general's most loyal soldier, someone who fell for his deceptive schemes. Angered by the fact he betrayed the Republic and that he made the clone kill his brothers, Dogma sought revenge. The traitor was now dead, and Dogma was taken into custody. In the end, Krell was a double agent. He purposefully sabotaged the efforts on Umbara so the Separatists could gain control of the planet. This would see him becoming Darth Tyrannus' new apprentice, therefore securing him a spot in the upcoming New Order that would replace the Republic. Thankfully the plan failed, but it was a worrying sign. Yet another Jedi was very willing to leave the Order for the dark side. Now it's time for this week's question, as suggested by one of my social media followers. Do you think Pong Krell should have been executed? Let me know in the comments below. If you wish to become a part of Star Wars lore every week, then follow me on Twitter, Facebook or Google+, links are in the description, and help me decide what should be the week's question. Thank you again to everyone who participated this week. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 3 comments below, and for more Star Wars lore, keep locked here to the Kankazan. FN2187 was the leader of a fire team consisting of 4 members, 4 cadets to be precise, as they were not fully stormtroopers yet.